Hi there.
Hi.
My name's Keiran. I'll be your counselor today. Um, Before we get started, I just wanted to go over some rules and regulations we have here at the office. Uh, I'd like to start with a little bit about confidentiality. Are you familiar with confidentiality?
No.
Okay. What it means is basically whatever you and I talk about here is going to be kept uh, confidential, so just between us. There is some circumstances where I would have to break confidentiality. Um, one being if you disclose to me that you're at risk of harming yourself or others, I'd have to inform the right um, people about that. Or if there's any suspected child abuse or child abuse of a child going on, or if you disclose to me that you intend to commit a crime, we'd also have to report that. Okay, so does that all sound like okay with you, or
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah? Okay, good. So, great. So you found the office okay? Everything was good.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, my mom dropped me off, so I didn't have
Yeah.
to drive or anything, so it was fine.
Right. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. And have you been to the counseling offices here at the school before, or?
Once like a really long time ago, but the guy before, he didn't really help me very much. Like he just sort of tried to give me like a class schedule thing, and I already had one, and so it just
It didn't work.
I just didn't really work. But I decided to come back because it's getting to a point where I just need some help with everything. So
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can definitely find a way to help you today. Like, I hope that we can find something that works for you. We can work together on finding ways to work together and find solutions. And, I don't want it to be like a repeat of your last experience here. So we can collaborate more this time. Yeah. You said everything's getting to be too much. You need a little bit of help. How, like, can you expand on that a little bit? Like, what can I help you with?
Well, okay, so there's this one class that I'm having a lot of trouble with, um, and I'm currently failing right now, and I think that I might fail the course. And if I fail this course, it kind of screws up my whole plan for the future because, like, I was supposed to go to university and I can't afford to work and things right now. I need the money from OSAP to pay for my rent and everything else, and I'm just feeling really stuck right now because I don't know what to do. Like I'm trying my best in the class, but I'm still not getting good marks and I don't know what I can do, and I'm just really scared to fail and um, be left sort of with nothing, I'm really relying on this school money. So yeah, and I don't like it's just really stressful. So.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a hard situation to be in. A lot of stress on your shoulders right now. A lot to sort of look at there. Um, yeah, I think that we can definitely work on finding some solutions, though. Like, I don't think there's no I don't think there's no options, right? And just because our plans don't always work out the way that we envision them, doesn't mean that there's not other alternatives, right? I know that here at the school we have academic advisors and people that can help you with marks and everything. So if I can back up just a little bit, are you actually failing right now, or are you like have you failed the course, or are you just at risk of failing?
Well, I've failed almost every assignment, so I think I'm failing. I don't know like 100%. Like I don't do math and all that stuff. So like I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that I'm
Okay.
failing because I
Okay.
haven't done well on any of the
Alright.
assignments.
Right.
Like my
Okay.
big assignment, I only got like, a 30%. So
Right.
I'm just really,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
the other ones I was doing a little better. Like I got like a 50 on one assignment,
Okay.
which still isn't great, but like,
Might be enough to pass though, right?
well, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
Okay.
I'm just, yeah. So.
Yeah. I understand.
I'm
Yeah.
just so overwhelmed in that class. Like it just kind of got put on the back burner a little bit because we have so many
Fair.
projects and everything,
Yeah.
and I just kind of forgot about one of the big assignments, and so now I'm just really worried that I'm gonna fail and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because my whole
hear
life
that.
is resting on this one class,
Yeah.
like all of my future plans are
Yeah.
gonna be like messed up if I fail this class. So I'm just freaking out and I don't know what to do. And like, I feel like maybe I should have come to counseling sooner or academic planning or something, but it's just like, I just don't have the time. Like, I'm trying my best to get everything done. And, I'm dealing with like my own like mental health issues and trying to get all these classes done. It's just really, so.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a lot of stuff is going on in your life right now. I want to let you know that you are not the only person in school that's struggling. There's lots of other students that are in the same space right now. There's a lot of like, just so you don't feel like you're the only one that's struggling. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm just saying that to let you know that it is an issue and the school is putting a lot of stress on students right now. And hopefully we can find a way to change how the program works so there isn't all this undue stress on you guys. But in the meantime, I think we can look at some options about how to sort of manage that and the effects of that stress and that kind of stuff. So I think if you're open to it, maybe you had said you thought you should come to counseling earlier, right? But the good thing is that you're here now. There's a lot of people that wait until they failed and then try and backtrack, but you haven't you finished the course yet, so that means there's still hope to maybe find some solutions and move forward. So I think um, my suggestion to you would be we can book an appointment with the academic advisor here, and they can maybe be a liaison between you and your professor for that course, and we can look at what sort of academic options are there for you to maybe move forward in that course, and maybe there's a way that you won't fail. And I'm not an academic advisor, so we'd have to look at that with them. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in right now, or?
Yeah, I think knowing how bad it is might help because right now I don't know if I'm 100% failing or not. So
and I mean we could talk to the professor and maybe they'll say like, yeah, we can work with this student or right.
So I'm doing really well in all my other classes. It's just this one class is
so it's an outlier.
Yeah, and I don't know why. It's just I don't know. I'm just just feeling pretty burnt out this semester. So
yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, there's also lots of resources and stuff we can do to help you with that feeling of burnout. What does burnout sort of feel like for you, and why do you think you're burnt out?
I think I just don't want to get out of bed. Like I'm just so tired all the time. Like I'm exhausted to the point where nothing seems to help very much. I just feel like I can't function very well, like pay attention to things. My physical health, like I haven't been eating properly, like I haven't been taking, like I just don't have the energy to take care of myself like I should, and yeah, like I don't know, it's just really hard because I'm like one side of me thinks like I should be doing these things for self care, and then the other part of me is, um, yeah, so it's hard.
I hear you. One thing that's been said to me before is you're shoulding all over yourself, right? So I heard you just say, I should be doing these things, I should be doing self care and all this stuff. There's a difference between what you can do and what you should do. And it sounds like you're doing everything you can right now to be able to stay in school and try and move forward in a more productive way, right? Like you know, even if it's hard, you're still getting out of bed. And I think coming here was a good first step, right? And it shows that you have a motivation to, try and look at different options and, you know, so I think it's a good first step. And I think, you don't have to put so much pressure on yourself about all these things that you should do, all these voices around you that are saying, you know, what you should do. Um, it did sound a little bit to me like you're um, describing some depressive symptoms. Have you ever heard about, like, do you know about depression or anything, or?
No, I mean, like, I know my mom kind of has a history of it,
Okay.
but I've never been to the doctor about it or anything. Like, I don't really like going to the doctor, so,
Fair. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, I can't diagnose anything. I'm just a social worker, but um, from my knowledge of depression and stuff, it seems like um, maybe going to the doctor and talking about some of these symptoms. It depends. Like, if you can't get out of bed, and um, if there's um, you're not eating and not sleeping, and all those kinds of things are pretty serious red flags, right? So it might be something to talk to someone about, just to make sure that you're like physically okay, right? Like, it's just that, I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean,
you don't have to.
yeah, like, I think it, yeah, I think it might be something to look at. Like, I don't know, it's just hard to,
Yeah,
get up
it
the
is
courage to
hard.
go to the doctor because
Yeah.
I don't know,
Hmm.
I just never feel comfortable there. So,
That's fine, and that might be a goal we can sort of work towards in the future if you want.
okay.
Um, I think maybe we can just sort of, like, we can just have a few more sessions here and look at that
Yeah.
later if you want to.
Yeah.
But I like when I hear things like I can't get out of bed, that's a little concerning, right? Like, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I guess I can see that. I mean, like, I never thought of it that way, but I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because we just want you to be like, it would be good to have, energy and stuff to you. Wellness is sort of like a triangle, right? You have to look at the physical, emotional, and sort of spiritual aspects of wellness, right? And um, but all those things in balance is what keeps us
Yeah.
healthy. So if your physical health and your mental health aren't doing okay, right, it's not going to line
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
right? So yeah. So and it sounds like there's a lot of stuff you're dealing with right now. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of things we gotta sort of tackle.
Mhm.
So, but I'm really glad you came in and we can start the process of working towards um, solutions, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think academic advisor is a good first step, and we can look at your options in that course and sort of move forward from there, right? Once we get a little more information on that, we can look at um, how you can move forward in school, and then we can look at maybe some how to move forward, tackling some of those symptoms you're experiencing and the
Yeah.
low mood and low energy and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, right? It can.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm
Okay.
really glad you came in, and I'm really glad I got to meet you today, Caitlin. And
Thanks, you too.
yeah. All right. Thanks. Thanks for coming
Okay.
in.
Thanks.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.